Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in the last video I showed you how to create questions for your students using the question builder as you can see here, and we sent out a batch that we were waiting for the back office team to review. And here you can see that that batch has been reviewed, and I'm not going to go into that batch to see what the full result is, but what happens is if there was any issue with the batch, you'll still see it under submitted and the status would show as partially reviewed. But in this case, because it's reviewed, that shows me that all the questions were approved, so no problems were found with the questions. And I promised that in this video I was going to show you how to use the Smart Assist feature. So this is the feature that you can see here. If I click to create topical questions, you can turn on the Smart Assist feature. It's a very helpful feature that helps you um, curate questions for your students that we plan to get added to the last batch. So we're going to select the exam and we also select the subject or the course, and then we're going to select the topic. Here I'm not going to use the same topic I used in the last video. So I'm going to create a new topic and I'm going to name that Call Microsoft 365 Services. So I'm going to create a new topic here. So at this point, you already know how to go ahead and do this. So I'm just going to copy in the description for that topic and I'll create the new topic and I should be able to select it now. All right, so I'm going to go back to our question builder, create topical questions, and I'll select, everything is already selected for me apart from the topic, which is the new topic I just created called Microsoft 365 Services. And we also have the option to select the question type. So here I'm going to select multiple choice questions and I'm going to go ahead and add the first question and turn on the Smart Assist feature. Now with this Smart Assist feature, the first thing I'm going to try and do is to generate questions. I'm going to click here, generate question, and you can see there is already a prompt you can give to the AI to generate the question. And here is just a template for question generation. You can see generate a particular number of questions. I'm going to change that to, let's just say, 2 questions. I'm not going to do so much with this right now. Just need 2 objective multiple choice questions for Microsoft 365 exams. And the topic is already there for me. So keep every question strictly aligned to this scope. If you uploaded, for example, some material that you need the AI to use to create the questions, then you also leave this part of the prompt that says use uploaded material as the primary source when provided. Right now, I'm not going to upload any documents, so I'm going to delete that side of the prompt and then going to tell the AI to ensure each question is valid, non-repetitive, and include A to D options, the correct option, and explanation. So that's a fairly simple prompt, and I'm going to go ahead and start the generation. Say AI generation requires active AI credits. Please fund your Smart Assist wallet. Right, so I don't have any balance on my Smart Assist wallet, so I'm going to go ahead and add some credits and I should be able to use the Smart Assist feature. So I'm going to quickly show you how to do that. I'm going to come back to generate questions. So I'm going to copy this prompt to my clipboard and close out from here. Also delete this question and then I'm going to fund my wallet. All right, so currently, as you can see, we have wallet balance, total credited, total used. So you can keep track of your usage. And you can see the option to fund your AI wallet. And I can see we have the option to select the package that we're looking for. Right now, the minimum package is 5,000 Naira. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the starter package because I'm not planning to use this a lot right now. Just need just enough to go ahead and generate some questions. And obviously, we will not like use the whole 5,000 Naira just to generate 2 questions. Whichever amount that we use is going to show, and whichever amount is left is going to show in our balance here. So, but the minimum that we can sign up for is the starter package at 5,000 naira. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that package. Okay. So it redirects me to base stack. Can select different options that you plan to use to pay for this. So you have Zap, card, transfer, bank, USSD, and OPay. So here I'm going to use bank transfer, and there you can see the name of the bank. You can see the account number. Just make sure you type in the correct account number in your bank app, and you go ahead and send that amount to that account number. Okay, so once you're done, you will select I've sent the money, and as you can see, shows here your transfer is on the way. It can take up to a minute to confirm, and my payment has been successful. All right, so we should be able to use Smart Assist right now. As you can see now, the wallet balance has been updated. Let's go back to create topical questions and start the question setup again. And now turn on Smart Assist. So every time you refresh the page, for example, let me refresh the page, it automatically turns off the Smart Assist feature. So you don't mistakenly use the Smart Assist if you're not planning to purposefully use it. So I'm going to turn on that feature now and go ahead and generate questions. So you can click here and generate the question. You can also click there and you'll also see an option to generate question here. But I'm going to delete this, click the tool here, generate questions, copy my prompt from before, and then I'm going to click start generation. All right, so it's asking me to select the topics. I'm going back and I'll select the topic here. And let's do that again. Okay, so now it's showing me that the generation is running and the cost and progress update is going to be shown in real time. So here you can see it's processing. It has made one attempt, two validation checks, and here you can see it's been completed successfully, and you can click close, and now you can see one question was generated, second one was generated, and you can now click use generated questions. And once you click on that, obviously you can go ahead and review all of this, make sure everything looks good, and then when you click use generated questions, it's going to automatically fill in those questions exactly how you asked the AI to do it. So now you can see two questions have been added to the system. You can now go ahead and in this example, I'm just going to import some additional questions I have in a CSV file. So I'm going to import the question. Okay, so now I've imported 10 questions. So as you can see here, question 3 all the way to question 12. Okay, now let's go back up. I'm going to use Smart Assist now to make some changes to some of the questions. For example, this question, which service provides enterprise level intranet and document management? So I don't like this question. I want to just change it to a different question in the same topic. Then I can just click here, change question, and the AI is just automatically going to change the question to a whole different question from what this is right now. So I'm just going to wait for that. You can see this is a new question and new options as well. So let's just wait for that to load up, and now you can see the new question is true or false. Microsoft Teams allows both chat and video conferencing. So that's a new question that it changed it to. Now I'm going to check also the option to validate the correct answer. So yeah, this just checks the correct option that you put for that question, if that actually is the correct option. So it just tries to verify that you did that correctly. So now you can see The marked answer is correct, as Microsoft Teams does indeed support both chat and video conferencing. Okay, so we have other features here, like you can review the question, just gives you an overview of the question and any small tips that might make the question better. And you can also see the option here to improve the grammar, and you can see options here for suggest better options and check the difficulty level. So I'm not going to go into all of that right now. Most of these features are very easy to use. And right now I'm just going to go ahead and submit this badge. So if you have Smart Assist on, you wouldn't have to wait like I had to wait for the previous badge for that to be reviewed. You just have to click here and it's going to give you the option submit and review with AI. So once you click that option, it's going to review the questions immediately and show you which ones were accepted, which ones were approved, and if there were any other issues that Smart Assist found when reviewing the questions. So, and also what it does is, it might attempt to autocorrect some questions so that that question can turn out to be an approved question instead of a rejected question. So the AI feature is like very helpful because if you had to do all of this manually, then it's going to take a long time and might actually be frustrating for some people. So it's good to just use the AI. And now you can see that so far we have used 9.29 Naira to reach this point in the AI review. So you can get the live, so you can easily track how much of your balance the AI is actually using currently. And at any point, obviously, you can close and stop it, or you can update the progress if you load up the page and obviously at any point you can close out from here if you don't want this to continue. So right now we're just going to wait. It's not going to take much longer than this. Here you can see no rejected questions so far. So okay, so now we have a rejected question, and let's see. It's just giving you the live updates. Still, we will be able to review this once it's done. But right now, you can see 9 have been approved out of 12 questions. One had failed, one was rejected, and total checks so far were 13 checks. Okay, so AI review completed, 10 approved, 1 rejected, 0 duplicates removed, and still showing it's loading. And okay, so I'm going to close out of here because it looks like everything has been checked already. And maybe this just the progress bar is not really reflecting what's going on right now. So I'm just going to close out of here and I'm going to click open question batches. And now you can see both the one we did yesterday and the one we're doing in this video have been approved. So I'm going to check this one because that's the new one. I'm going to see all the questions. So now you can see 11 of the questions were approved here and one was rejected. And if you click on that question or if you read the admin note here, you can see review failed, please revise and resubmit. So if I click on that question and I scroll down, so true or false, Yammer is designed for enterprise social networking. I can scroll down and say, okay, it says review failed, please revise and resubmit. So I think this is not necessary from the question, but from the back end here. So I'm going to edit the question and see if I can make some changes. Maybe that's going to refresh and it's going to check that question again. So first, let me cancel out of here, turn on Smart Assist. Because if we don't have Smart Assist, you have to send this question to the back office again. But because I have Smart Assist, I can edit the question and let's see if I reframe the question. We're just going to make a slight change to the question. So, okay, is it true that Yammer is specifically designed for enterprise social networking? And These are the options. It gave a better explanation than what I had there before. So I'm going to apply the suggested options, and I'm going to save and resubmit. Okay, so updated and resubmitted for review. And because I have the AI feature, I can just click publish completed jobs. These are the changes that I've made. I'm just going to publish that. And what that does is that the AI is going to check the question and give me the results for this question right now. We also have an option to auto-correct. So, for example, if you have multiple questions that were rejected, you should be able to click here where it says select all rejected questions. And it's going to select all the rejected questions, and then you can click auto-correct. So that way the AI will automatically try its best to correct all those questions. Because question errors can vary from maybe it detects plagiarism, or it detects some issue with the grammar, some issue with the context. So there are many errors that you can get. So this helps you so you don't have to go to each question and kind of edit each question, right? So I'm going to refresh the page and see what the result is now. Okay, so now you can see there is an admin note. I'm going to click on that. You can see issues validation rejected this question, issues found objective question options, correct answers are invalid or incomplete. Topic alignment is weak, verify maps to an intended subtopic. So review feedback, the question is valid but lacks sufficient options and does not align well with the syllabus topic. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to go back, turn on Smart Assist, and click on the question, edit the question again, and let's see if I can change the question. So for each question that's rejected, it's going to tell you what the reason is. Very detailed feedback here for the question, so you know exactly what to correct. But then it can be hard to correct this. But then it can be hard to correct this if you're doing it manually. The AI makes it easy so that you just go ahead and maybe change the question or reframe the question, and now you can see it has changed the question to this new question, which is what is one of the primary benefits of using Yama in a corporate environment. So the options are here and everything looks correct. I'm going to apply suggested options, and it shows me how much also the AI had charged me for just that process. And I'm going to save and submit. Okay, so now I'm going to publish completed jobs and wait for that a little bit, and then I'm going to refresh the page. All right, so now everything looks validated and approved by the rules. Although, yes, I noticed that the status is not changing, but now it's supposed to show approved. So we're all good here. And I hope that you found the video helpful. If you want to go back and create more questions to add to the questions that we've already submitted, then you can go back to questions, create topical questions, and then you can add a new batch to that same exam. So if you want to also see the submitted questions, you can go all the way here to submitted questions, and it's going to show you the questions that we submitted in the first batch and the second batch. So total questions now are 17 questions, and that's just a nice place that you can see all the questions there. All right, so that's all for today. Hope you guys have a good one, and see you in the next one.